Just wait for a few minutes. We'll pass. Let the matter reach. Yes. When?
Like next week, any day, next week.
For what?
Like for admission. Like.
$22nd.
Obliged.
Look, in Super Miller, item number 28 is concerned, Miller. I will be
Item
filing
number?
28, Miller.
Ah.
So I'll be filing my affidavit, Miller, additional affidavit today, Miller. Yes,
Have you informed the other side?
yes, Miller. In fact, it is the government, Miller. And in fact, I'll serve a copy to the other side also, Miller.
Yes.
May I please? Item number 2930. The conducting counsel for the petitioner is suffering from conjunctivitis. Matter may be taken another day.
Item number?
2930.
Let the matter reach. 29 to 31.
30.
29 and 30. Okay, let the matter reach.
I get to mention item number 22, my lord.
No.
Yesterday, my lord, private respondent number 7, my lord, filed the affidavit opposition, my lord. I have to file reply, my lord. And most probably their affidavit has not taken along with this file, my lord.
Prepare the culprit for the party. To extend it. Petitioner shall file it. The affidavit of the
My lord.
yes.
I beg to mention for listing, lordship. This
For
pensionary,
what? For what?
pensionary benefit, lordship, admission matter, lordship. Lordship. Earlier 2 occasions it was listed but not reached, lordship. Lordship, next week in any date, lordship.
22nd.
Obliged, lordship.
May I please, your lordship, what if I beg to mention a matter for urgent listing, lordship? It's an old matter. Lordship.
Listing for what?
Orders, lordship.
16th.
Lordship, can it be on Monday, lordship?
Monday not possible. We have a large number of matters in the book. We'll have
Much
it on
obliged, lordship.
yes.
Lordship, they are for listing a WBC for admission, Lordship. Next week, any date, Lordship.
22nd.
Obliged, your Lordship.
Yes, ma'am.
May I please, your lordship, I beg to mention WBC number 8486 for admission on next week.
22nd.
Okay, lordship. Obliged.
No. History.
Item number 2.
May I please, your lordship.
Mr. Rahman Hussain, on instruction of the petitioner, Aminul Islam. Mr. Rahman Hussain is not pressing this petition. According to petitions like this. Right. What is the instruction, Mr. Sudhir? Yes.
Lordship, in the transfer order, nothing has been assented. It is on public interest or any complaint has been received against the petitioner. As per the Assam Secondary Education Government School Service Rule 2020, I've been that's it.
Third MSRDB learned counsel appearing for the petitioner and Mr. J. Sutia, standing counsel. Karbi Anglong Autonomous Councils for the respondent number 23
3, 4, and 5.
2345. Also heard Mr. N.P. Sharma, standing counsel, Department of School Education. P. Sharma, standing counsel, Department of School Education for the respondent number 1. The Inspector of Schools, KAC Tipu, through Mr. J. Sutia, standing counsel, KAC, placed communication dated 12/09/2023 before the court. By order under memo number E-1 /UBB HS/2021 /4759-65 dated 16/09/2021, the Inspector of Schools, Karbi Anglong District Circle, Dipu, transferred the respondent number 6, Headmaster of Uttar Borbil Binapani High School, Hauraghat, to in the same capacity to Borpothar High School, Borpothar. Karbi Anglong, in which the petitioner has been serving as its headmaster. By the said order dated 16/09/2021, the Inspector of Schools, KAC Tipu, directed the respondent number 6 to move first, and that the said transfer order was issued in pursuance of the approval of the Deputy Secretary, Department of Personnel, B, KAC Tipu, but later dated 15/09/2021. Apprised the court that there were certain allegations against the respondent number 6 pertaining to distribution of midday meal scheme to its student, which was verified, and accordingly the respondent number 6 was transferred from Uttar Borbil Binapani High School to Borpothar High School, and in his place the petitioner was transferred from Borpothar High School to Uttar Borbil Binapani High School. Though the respondent number 6 was released from Uttar Borbil Binapani High School and went to Borpothar High School to join, but in absence of the petitioner, the said respondent could not join his service. The petitioner preferred this petition challenging his said transfer order dated 16/09/2021 of the Inspector of Schools, KAC Tipu, on 29/09/2021, and the court, by order dated 06/10/2021, suspended the said impugn order of transfer of the petitioner and the number 6 dated 16/09/2021. From the communication of the Inspector of Schools, KAC Tipu, it is seen that with regard to anomalies in distribution of midday meal scheme in Uttar Borbil Binapani High School during the tenure of the respondent number 6. No such disciplinary proceeding had been initiated against him. However, he was transferred by the impune order dated 16/09/2021. Communication dated 12/09/2023 of the Inspector of Schools KACT also reflects that the respondent number 6 is working as the headmaster in Uttar Borbil Binapani High School, whereas the petitioner is serving as the headmaster of Borpatar High School. The impune order of transfer of the petitioner as well as the respondent number 6 was of 16/09/2021, which was stayed by the court on 6/10/2021, which is more than enough. Let's say the impune order of transfer is more than enough. 2 years without giving any effect to it because of the order of stay passed by his court on 16/10/2020. Full stop. Full stop. And in view of that, both the petitioner and the respondent number 6 are serving in their respective schools as the state. Borpatar and Binapani. Since the transfer order, impune transfer order of 16/09/2020, 2 years back, the state by its court on sitting lost its force. Accordingly, the state petition stands closed, granting liberty to the respondent authorities in the Karbi Anglong district circle in its education department to consider efforts regarding transfer of a petitioner if so required under 2022. We have our observation. This petition stands closed. The impune order, the interim order passed earlier on 06/10/2021 stands vacated with the observation that the impune order of transfer order number such and such. The communication of the Inspector of Schools 12/09/2023 placed before court by Mr. J. Sutia, standing counsel KAC, be kept as a part of that.
Lordship 3/2/13, I have received my lord that the signing affidavit. I am going to file this affidavit.
Mr. Sharma. In midday meal, what is the per day? You are giving only one time meal, right? Lunch. What is the amount? You have, I think, a chart. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, once in a week, what you have. What is the chart? You don't know? Why? I have been told the per week there has to be that the students have to be fitted with egg.
That menu is there.
Menu is there, right? And the price is per day for egg and this thing is 8 rupees something. When the every day it is 7 rupees something for each student. And when there is egg, it is 8 rupees something. In today's market, you buy 30 eggs. What is the rate? Do you know? Don't you buy eggs?
I do, but this year.
You don't know. Okay, there is someone to help you out in the family. It doesn't matter. But even if you assume it's 7 rupees per egg, is it possible to feed students with 8 rupees and some odd paisa? 8 rupees 10 paisa probably. I was just inquiring from someone regarding the PM Pushan.
Lordship.
Right. Now, one more issue. If the students in a high school is fit up to class 8, and suddenly whether those students can be stopped in class 9 and 10,
If they are getting up to that.
if they are getting their food from class 1 to class 8, and suddenly on being promoted to class 9, their foods are stopped, is it possible?
That is against the
They will not attend the school. Most of the school students are coming only for lunch because parents cannot feed them.
Basically the primary. Have the instruction lordship, I will update.
Think about it.
Lot.
Let us know.
Lot.
Why Mr. Bhuya is laughing?
No, my lord.
These are facts. Hard realities.
My lord, I am laughing only because of the fact that, my lord, the egg, my lord, in most of the school egg has not been, my lord, provided.
Therefore, how do you?
My lord,
They are not maintaining. They are not paying every month.
my lord.
The headmaster or the
my lord,
principal have
being-
to spend it
they-
from their pocket.
my lord, they are being paid, but that egg part is not every day, my lord. That is also a fact.
Probably
My lord.
somewhere the price is high, somewhere it is low.
Attempt of siphoning the amount.
I
is
inquired.
also there.
Someone told me that they are
My
given half eggs.
I am not sure, lordship, whether this midday meal farm is provided by the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan
Yes, under PM portion.
Lord.
Now it is under PM portion.
Lord.
Whether it is elementary or it is upper primary or it is secondary. Inquire.
I will,
Most of
What
the
is the per
schools,
day per rate,
Lord, I will have the instruction. I will
right?
apply.
Because every school has a different committee for that purpose, headed by each head of the institute.
Lord.
Find out. Because the money goes to the institute, managed by the head of the institute.
most of the schools, my lord, Kisri has been provided.
So they have to manage it.
My lord.
They are given 7 rupees something for every day. I was told, I was just inquiring
My lord.
I will have
because find out.
in detail, lordship.
My lord, in this petition, my lord, the state was asked to file an affidavit, my lord, by the last.
Yes, Mr. Hendrik, you are filing it today.
Lordship.
Report kita আছে? On your disposable of your 2920. Okay. It is stated above that pursuant to the orders passed earlier in this proceeding, the respondents in the Land Revenue and Disaster Management is filing their affidavit today with regard to the selection and appointment of Gaunguras in the districts of Gwalpara, Dhubri, Kachar, Kokrajhar, Karimganj, Hailakandi, Bongaigaon, and Chirap. In view of the above, the Mr. J. Hendrik Pending Council, LR and DM Department of State directed to serve copies in the learned councils for the petitioners as well as learned councils for the other respondents while filing its affidavit. The petitioners may file their reply, if any, to such affidavit to the respondents in the LR and 22nd. List on. Third of October.
Lottie, on the earlier occasion, Lottie, the governor took a directive to put the charge sheet file in the same case pertaining to South Salmar Mankasa district. Because there are a lot of anomalies.
Mr. Tutia, see, there are certain issues in these cases of appointment of town clerk. Certain persons, some officers of the government were arrested. I don't know. I must remember the police case. Issues are there. Find out on the next day. Will the search it? It is fine. Relating the appointment of Gaunguras mostly in South Salman. It is not in other districts, but only in South Salman. Yeah, that's right. You are aware of that only to that extent.
Except the deputy commissioner, all the members of the selection committee were arrested. They were behind the
Find
bar.
out.
And a lot of amount were recovered.
May I pray to Milord keep this matter as a part heard, Milord?
Let us see what is the status on 3rd of October. As the date will go.
All right.
There is an order dated 10/8/23.
Yes, Mr. Chaudhary.
Lordship. Lordship, I have not received the instruction. Lordship, may take it up on 21st. I had telephonic conversation and they will be sending it on 21st or 22nd, Lordship.
Matter pertains to non-payment of pensionary benefit of a master role worker, father of a petition, whose service was regularized on 09/05/1984. When did he retire?
In the year 89-90. Para 8, page 7.
Last time. retired from service in the year 1989, who expired on 27/07/2018 without receiving his pensionary benefit. Mr. P. Chaudhary, Standing Council, PWD Roads, raised for some right file its evidence. Where- List out. Yes, Mr. Chaudhary, tell us. When will you file? Accordingly, we'll fix the map. You give us the date.
Yes, suggested 21st September.
Lordship, let it be on 25th.
Tell us when will you file your affidavit?
Lordship, by 22nd, I will file it.
On instructions of that affidavit on behalf of the respondents at the PWD shall be filed on or before 22nd. Thereafter, petitioner may file its reply, if any, on or before 20. List on 5th of
Yes.
yes, ma'am.
Here, Malad, I was supposed to file an affidavit. Malad, we have filed it today, Malad. I have given the
You
copy.
received a copy.
I have received a copy.
Percentage of passed earlier in this process. Mr. P.K. Moran, Standing Council, 30 Village Industries Board, have filed affidavit. Serving copies of the same Council of Petitioner and Steve Bachchan. Or a copy of the said affidavit filed by the respondent, the Khadian Village Board, the list of. Twenty-sixth, in the meanwhile, petitioner may file it by such affidavit of the respondent.
Wait, please, Your Lordship. In this matter, a mention was made in the morning, and I'm afraid my other side, in fact, I told them, Milord Rashmi, that they'd make a mention because yesterday they filed an affidavit. It was only on the point without sanction. They can proceed against me. But the matter,
Some time will be required, Lordship. From the respondent number 4 is concerned, Lordship. 5 is concerned, Lordship. 7 days time, Lordship.
may I pay on 25th, Milord?
Lordship.
Because in fact, I had told them, it will be not proper on my part also.
On the prayer of Mr. A. Chakraborty, government. For the respondent number
5, Lordship.
5.
Actually, I am appearing 2 and 5, Lordship.
Respondent number 5. Time is granted to both the respondents number 8, 2 and 5 to file the respective affidavit on or before 25th. Thereafter, petitioner shall file its reply, if any, on or before 3rd, list on 5th, 5
Lordship. Obliged, sir.
My lord, this matter will pass over for timely manner.
During pendency of the writ petition, my lord, the petitioner receives my
So my lord, in this case, earlier lordship was pleased to fix a date for filing their affidavit by 14, and it will be listed on today. My lord, they have filed one, my lord, 3-page affidavit. My lord, they will not serve the purpose of my petition, because they are only, my lord, be taking stand that my equalization of cannot be, my lord, granted on the basis of their one OM, but they are not saying anything. But it is admitting that they withdrawing my 3 compound increment that was I entitled, my lord. That was for that they have call for the record from the, my lord, office of the principal. That is there in para 3 and para 4. My lord. That is there, but the other aspect regarding the rejection of the equalization of P, this stand is taken as on. So detailed affidavit is required. And they have admitted the fact that is, well, wrongly that is withdrawn. 3 component. Only one stand, it is in page number 60, the last para. It is also pertinent to mention that as per clause 113 of the government of Assam right to own that is such. The equalization is not admissible. But I am entitled for the 3 increment. That was my alternative prayer. Principal has filed it. There are 3 of their affidavit, my lord. It is, they have admitted that while fixing their salary as per UGC new scale, that was withdrawn. And for that purpose, in para 2 of page number 59, they have admitted that in view of the above, it is respectfully submitted that the director has issued a letter to the principal Nagaon Girls College for submission of the detailed report along with the relevant documents on the matter, white substances 28.
Mr. Das,
Yes,
you
madam.
are appearing in this case.
Yes, madam.
Do you have those 2 office memorandum mentioned by the Director of Education issue? One office memorandum is of 10th of September 2000 of 1997, right?
Yes, madam.
And another office memorandum is of 7th of
2012.
July 2014.
One is 12, my lord. Regarding the, my lord, entitlement of 3 company increment.
Do you have the copies of those 2 office memorandum?
Right now, madam, right
No,
now,
Copy also not furnished to me also. I one copy, my lord. They relied, but this copy is not
Who
allowed.
filed this affidavit?
due payment, my lord.
Call him
But
immediately.
he's not available today, my lord. His father is hospitalized, my lord, today. Okay.
Now, just want to know from you, Mr. Das.
Yes, sir.
Without placing those two office memorandums
Yes, sir.
by the Director of Higher Education, only mentioning, we do not know what is there, what is inside.
That is right.
Where is
my lord,
Mr.
my,
Gogoi?
my lord,
Get hold of Mr. Gogoi.
yes, my lord, may direct to file a detailed affidavit, my lord. I'll on
Get hold of Mr. Gogoi. Ask Mr. Coach of Gogoi to be here. We'll do it after some.
So in terms of the Director of Higher Education's letter, the principal has sent the instruction on 27/2023 along with the relevant documents. দিছে জমা দিছে 20 তারিখে জমা 27 20 জুলাই তোমালোকৰ লেটাৰ আছিল 15
Mr. Das. Do you have any instruction in this regard?
No, my lord.
Earlier, the director came, deposited the amount. Do you have any instruction? No. Why? Why?
Last instruction received was that, my lord,
No, why the affidavit hasn't been filed?
my lord, the instruction which has been received, my lord, those are not sufficient enough to file, my lord, affidavit. That's why the instruction which has been received by the office, my lord, those are not sufficient enough to file affidavit.
Then
So that's why we requested to,
when?
my lord, the instruction which I have placed, my lord, on the last date was the last instruction received from the department, 25th of July. There, it has been written that some documents has been called for from the principal.
With regard to this kind of lecturers appointed against non-sanctioned post, subsequently regularized pursuant to the office memorandum of the government in the higher education. What is your submission? As a standing council of the department, what is your submission?
My lord, the incumbents, my lord, what my understanding, my lord, the incumbents who were appointed against the
Come
non-sanctioned
this side.
the incumbents who were appointed against the non-sanctioned post, my lord. There is no provision in the act or in the rules to regularize them, my lord. As a law, my lord, by way of an office memorandum, my lord, they cannot be regularized, my lord. Once and by virtue of a court order, my lord, some candidates have been made regularized, my lord. But that is one-time measurement, my lord.
Have you read the judgments passed by this court earlier, coordinate benches of this court earlier, regarding such regularization of
This
lecturers
OM,
appointed
my lord,
against non-sanctioned?
17.7 OM, my lord. Yes,
There are many orders passed,
yes, my lord.
right?
Yes, my lord.
Are you aware of those judgments?
A few of them, my lord, I have read, my lord. After,
Now, from the reading of this writ petition, or on perusal of this writ petition, as a court officer, tell us whether the petitioner is entitled for regular scale of pay on. The claim of the petitioner is correct or cannot be entitled. Mr. Das, there is a judgment of Honorable Justice B.K. Sharma as well. After all these access, because in the office memorandum there was a fixed number of lecturers to be considered against those persons appointed against non-sanctions to be considered against post, for whom the office memorandum, but maybe 5 times or 6 times or maybe 10 times, you do not know how many such lecturers serving in non-sanctioned posts have been considered. Now, there is a specific judgment passed by Honorable Justice P.K. Sharma as well, that the names of those non-sanctioned lecturers serving against non-sanctioned posts to be considered for regularity. Because again, there was many cross cases. Somebody was claiming he should be regularized, somebody was claiming in that post he should be regularized. So there was an advertisement, and accordingly a list was published in the newspaper. Right? You are aware of that?
Yes.
Now tell us, the present standing councils of the higher education department may not be aware, but you will be aware whether the name of the petitioner figured in that list. You are the principal, you are appearing for the principal. If the name of the petitioner not figured in that list, whether will be entitled for regulation or not. You are aware of that order?
That I also have that advertisement was published in the Assam paper. I have that list, but today I don't have. In another case also I have that. I can take and take.
That's very straight. The court, after hearing all these access and everyone,
My learned
first thing
friend
is,
may have.
Mr. Gogoi, why the directorate? We see directors are changing day by day. Today one, tomorrow B, tomorrow C, D, right?
Lordship,
The present director may not be aware of all these facts,
Lordship, Lordship.
but why the Directorate of Higher Education is not helping you to file the affidavit here? Why? One after another. In fact, the cost was deposited by the previous director.
Lordship, I will file it. Within a week period, I will file it. Within a week period. Otherwise, Lordship, if the name is not reflected, he is not entitled.
Clear? That's
Is
a
it
very
clear judgment?
one stand of the,
Lordship.
because the court found at that point of time.
Full bench Mizanur Rahman. Then again, the Lordship Abdul Wahid, division bench retired. Minor judgment is there. So many judgment is there. Lordship.
So that list,
List is there to 354 list. Lordship.
so
Originally 300, but after court cases, it's 354. Lordship.
whatever, if
Lordship.
the name is not there, not there.
They will not entitle. Lordship.
That's the law. Because
Even
that was,
Lordship, the persons who are regularized, those name is not figured in the list. That was set aside by the Honorable Court in Pragyotis College cases. Lord. Instances there. Lordship. Even division bench also not interfered with. Lord.
because in fact, it is on the particular order of the Court of Honorable Justice B.K.
Lordship,
Sharma,
Lordship.
this office memorandum was
2008,
brought out,
there is
right?
an order in.
So he was aware of the entire aspect of the matter,
Lordship.
why that order was passed,
Lordship, Lordship,
right?
Lordship.
So he found that many anomalies had happened, taking the advantage of
Lordship.
those office memorandum, large
Lordship.
number of litigation started and
Lordship,
various judgments by single bench, division bench
Lordship.
passed, even went up to the full court.
Lordship. And full bench in Mizanur Rahman, law was laid down. Lordship.
So then the issues came,
Lordship,
and that's why his lordship at that particular said you publish the list,
Lordship.
no more,
Lordship. Lordship.
right?
Lordship.
That's the observation,
Lordship, Lordship.
on the basis of which that list was advertised.
Lordship, Lordship.
In fact, list was published in the newspapers.
For provisional list, last
The
week
final
Lordship,
list.
final list in 2010. Lordship.
If the name is not there, not there.
Not entitled. Lordship. Even if he is by rightly or wrongly appointed that particular post, his name is not there. Lordship.
Not there.
Then it will go. Lordship.
So that's why the directorate is feeling shy to
Lordship.
file affidavit.
Lordship, I will do. I will take responsibility. I will do. Lord. I will do. I will
There
do.
are other standing councils who do not want to put any extra burden on Mr. K. Gogoi.
I will do.
But things are this, other councils are not,
I will do. And in this case also, my friend Upamohina was looking after. He is in medical duty.
no, we understood, but things are this,
Otherwise, Lordship, I will take the responsibility. I will do. Lordship. Within 10 days, I will do. Lordship.
in the previous case, we asked for you here because
Previous
they are
case,
also, it is with
two
regard
office
to that
Upamohina was
increment.
reflected. Lordship.
But
It
with
was not given
regard
in the
to
report.
the, it is not been supplied. You don't
Lordship,
know what are
the Lord-
those two office
Lordship, I will
memorandums.
place it regarding Lordship, the granting of Lordship, the advance increment is 2014.
Prior to that, in 1997, there was one.
1997 is the stepping up and Lordship granting of equal for equalization. Lordship. I will place both that. Otherwise, that case is also clear. The person petitioner is getting lesser salary as because that non-compoundable increment Lordship
with effect from 2006 lordship. Other person was with effect from 2014. And senior gate, selection gate lordship, other person in advanced lordship. That's the reason, lordship.
The thing is that has to be clarified.
Lord-
What
lordship.
was the stand of the government?
Lordship, I will place that particular.
But
OM
in the
also.
affidavit, it is not clear.
Affidavit, it was reflected, but OM was not there,
No,
lordship.
not only that,
Lordship.
it has to be clarified why the petitioner is getting less.
That is, if lordship permit, I can read, just read it, lordship permit. Something is there, lordship. If lordship permit, I can place only one paragraph, lordship. That apart, Dr. Biswajit Das, petitioner, was allowed senior scale selection gate of pay and associate scale of pay with effect from senior scale lordship 2811-4, then selection gate 2811-209, then lordship associate scale 2811-2012 lordship. The persons who they have mentioned that he is getting higher, that is Dibrojyoti Soikia, his lordship select senior scale 16-2004, whereas petitioner is 2811-2004 lordship. And selection gate is lordship 16-2009 lordship. Petitioner 2811-2009. Then lordship associate scale 16-2012 that person, and petitioner is 2811-2012 lordship. And lordship that three non-compoundable increment lordship, the petitioner was granted with effect from 2006 lordship. And that particular person was with effect from 17-2004. After 2010 lordship, that UGC scale lordship. The pay is already high. That is the reason, lordship.
Increment was withdrawn and that was
That
not
is- that is the
subsequently
reason.
added. And moreover, my lord,
That is
is
the
as far
reason.
as this senior scale, all these
Now,
things are
with
there.
regard to the increment,
Lordship.
we also in earlier occasions we inquired from you.
Lordship.
The increment, what we have seen, is given from a subsequent date.
Lordship.
There is no answer. We don't know whether, of
Lordship,
course, those
lordship.
matters are not before us today. But
Lordship.
thing is this, what was the stand? Why the increments are given from a different date?
Different date, lordship. That part I cannot disclose. Otherwise, here, lordship, his increment was 1/11/2006 lordship. But the Dibrojyoti Soikia, the respondent, probably he obtained the PhD lordship later on.
2016.
2000 later on lordship. That's why he is in 2014 lordship.
That was 2 times I
Is
was
it
given.
possible that somebody getting their PhD degree subsequently
Lordship.
will be having a higher scale of pay?
Possible, lordship. Because the lordship after 2010 lordship, which is revised scale of pay came into force lordship.
There has to be an equalization method for all.
Equalization, that part, finance. Otherwise, lordship, we cannot. Because we have to give them as part of UGC scale of pay. In 2006, UGC scale of pay was less lordship when that advance increment is given to the petitioner. And the persons whose name is reflected lordship, he was given in 2014. After the lordship revised 2010 UGC
When
scale.
did he obtain his PhD?
That particular person.
I obtained
He
2006.
2006. He is giving 2006 lordship.
And that person-
Other person is lost in 2014. And he was given in 2014 lordship.
And it regarding the promotion, these are all time scale promotion. This is not that seniority come very. These are all time scale.
Time scale promotion is also financial implication.
But
is there
if
also.
I am getting the increment that was subsequently withdrawn, I'll
Okay.
definitely
Mr.
getting
Mohan,
the higher
just
scale.
take a seat. We'll come back to your matter. We're finishing up this matter. Mr. K.O. Ahmed, counsel for the petitioner. Mr. Asdas, standing counsel higher education for the respondent numbers 1, 2, and 3, as well as Mr. S.K. Das, learned counsel for the respondent number 4. Pursuant to the order dated 07/09/2023, Mr. Das, counsel appearing for the respondent number 4, principal of Jagirat College, apprised the court that with regard to the communication of the Director of Higher Education dated 15/07/2023, the principal of Jagirat College on 20/07/2023 submitted all the details that was sought for by the Directorate of Higher Education Assam on 15/07/2023. Mr. Ahmed, just clarify one thing,
My lord.
whether MPhil and PhD,
Yes, my lord.
the course of MPhil and PhD can be undergone by a candidate at the same time.
My lord.
Whether MPhil and PhD, a candidate
Yes.
undergoing the MPhil can also at the same time go for the course of PhD.
That is the issue, my lord.
No, we're asking you.
Yes,
Tell
my
us. At the same time, a candidate who is undergoing the course of MPhil is also able to go through under which provision?
That is not.
You are
clear,
the
my lord.
counsel for the petitioner. You must tell us. You can't say no. It is your client who is going to. Where is the provision that at the same time, two course of MPhil and PhD can be gone through a candidate?
That at this
You
moment, my
must
lord,
know. That's why I'm asking you. You are handling the case. You cannot say no. You don't know. You have to place us now itself. It's your case. It's not the case of the respondent.
as because my lord, the provision concerned, my lord, I'm not aware about that. But the
Are you
MPhil
aware that the petitioner at the same time was going to two courses?
MPhil done in private mode, distance mode, and PhD in regular mode, my lord.
MPhil done in distance mode
Distance mode.
and the PhD.
PhD regular mode.
Mr. Das, you have heard. You have heard. Now you have to tell us when she took leave. That is regular course means regular course, not stationed at Jagir Road. You have to tell us. Not that only for that period. And MPhil in a distance course, staying at Jagir Road. You will not deviate later on. Mr. Ram had said that. Now come Mr. Das, because this is under you. Page 38 of the writ petition. Kindly read the certificate.
This is to certify that Mitali Sharma with registration number so and so has completed the course of study in MPhil Mathematics conducted by Director of Distance Education from January 2009 to December 2009. His date of birth recorded is 1/1/1973.
Now read page 41.
Provisional registration for PhD degree. Your research proposal for PhD Mathematics program has been provisionally registered with Singhania University for session 2009 and shall be governed by the academic regulations of the university. As per the regulations for the PhD degree, the candidate shall be
Read the
required-
registration number and the date.
Yes, registration number is 0950105607 and date of registration is 30th May 2009.
At the same time, she was having
Yes.
the MPhil course up to December 2009. Whether dual course is allowed,
Yes, from distance, okay, MPhil was from January 2009 to December 2009 and the registration for PhD is May 2009. During the same time.
principal is silent in all these regards. Principal appointed her in the year 2001 against a non-sanctioned post. The last time you said
It was a
distance education or whatever is not applicable for non-sanctioned lecturers, right? It is only for the regularly sanctioned lecturers. That was your submission. We have not forgotten. We have seen now this. We did not point out on that day because we know. That's why we waited for your instruction. Now you have placed, the principal has placed the instruction. See, when you,
Now,
the principal is required to
now
forward,
it is up to the verification committee Lordship.
we
They
are
have
not on
already
that.
taken-
We are not on that. Everybody is certain to do it as per their required. No hide and seek business. The court, as on date, have not taken any decision either in favor of the petitioner or in favor of the respondent, right? Till the last moment, till your argument is over, no court will decide either this way or that way. But we are just pointing it out to both the petitioner and you. Got it? You are aware whether dual course is permissible or not?
Lordship, it has come to my knowledge. as now.
Why? Why? It's available in there because the petitioner is also aware, you are also aware.
Lordship, only because your Lordship has pointed out, now I have, at the same time, Lordship, but in Guwahati University, most probably Lordship, that is permissible. Lordship.
No.
Simultaneously cannot.
Some persons have been done
No, in regular mode, it is not possible. No.
regular.
But
No, it cannot.
distance mode and regular, that is otherwise.
Find out, Mr.
And this
Das.
things will have to be looked by the verification committee. Lordship. Because we are colleagues of the most probably Lordship.
First you tell us on the next date, right? Name figured in that
Yes, that
publication in the newspaper. It was
I will-
published in
I will
Assam
place
Tribune
the-
and
I'll
wrote
place
it in somewhere.
I will place this. I will place.
Find out and
My
both of you
lord,
find
may-
out and tell us.
My lord, may just direct Colossus to clarify page 75, Lord. Page 75. Page 75, Lord. Page 75, paragraph last one two, Lordship. Just to mention that, Lordship. That part Colossus may clarify. List I will place, Lordship.
Not required.
Lordship.
It is available before us.
His certificate is there as per IC regulation 2009, MPhil and PhD.
now, since the petitioner has submitted Lordship that
MPhil and PhD.
he has done his PhD course on regular basis, so that leave will be required. Lordship.
And his certificate is there, MPhil also Lordship as per 2009. Whereas 2009 UC itself says that not permissible.
Will not say anything further.
Lordship.
Now everything is before the Directorate of Higher Education. File your detailed affidavit, but not because of something the court is pointing out to you,
Lordship.
but as per law.
Lordship.
Whether the candidate can do it or not.
Lordship.
Remember, at that point of time, the
Lordship.
petitioner was in non-sanctioned mode.
Lordship.
When will you file your affidavit now?
Within 10 days, I will place a bid.
Give us a date, because thereafter the petitioner have to file his reply.
Lordship.
There are two cases there, not only
cases.
one.
Two cases. Lordship may give a date, Lordship, first week of October, Lordship. I will.
You file your affidavit on or before third,
Lordship.
and the petitioner shall file its reply on or before 10th. We'll have it on 12th of October.
Lordship. Always, Lordship.
But that newspaper publication.
Lordship, I will place it. I have both provisional
Find
and
out,
Lordship.
you did not place, clarify
Lordship. Just
whether name figured in
name
that
figured or
particular
not, I
list.
will place. I will.
Past
If it-
judgment Lordship was passed by Justice Anima Hazarika Lordship. Allowed this kind of respect.
Now, Mr. Gogoi, one more is,
Lordship.
if her name figured in the newspaper,
Lordship.
already details have been submitted before,
Lordship.
process should be initiated.
Lordship. Then Lordship, it go
Right.
another
No
way.
further,
No.
no further hassle to the,
Lordship. If name is figured, Lordship,
do it.
we have to
You
just
should start the process.
conclude that particular
Exactly.
investigation.
Finish it off then.
Lordship. I will verify today itself. I will verify,
And do
Lordship.
it. Finish it off.
And even if her name is reflected, then today evening I will communicate them.
Mr. Das, may not be, hopefully you'll get the second opportunity. Don't miss this kind of opportunity standing here in the front line. There should be an inquisitive mind to know the background, all these issues. You have to read the orders, you have to find out the file, what happened. After 10 years, the lawyers may not know. You have come, you have joined lately, you may not be knowing about all this. Unless you try to know about it, how will you know? So if you miss this bus, you miss this bus forever. Remember that. That is why every time we are in ask for Mr. Gogoi to be here. Why? He was also not there at that point of time. Mr. Das came at a late stage. But he has that inquisitive mind, he is aware of all this. Okay. Don't miss these things. Now, with regard to that OM, with regard to the case of Mr. Mahanta, Mr. Ahmed, they will do it. If the name figures in the newspaper, don't worry.
Obliged. Lordship, just I forwarded to mail, Lordship. Mail. Open over the what did you do?
Mr. Mahanta,
No, you
probably you
just
should
go, sir.
file implement application for
What is that?
implementing the finance department. Finally, if you are have to,
Everything has to come from finance.
it goes in your favor. There has to be an approval from the finance department.
Yes.
Without the approval of the finance department, you cannot do it.
Go, sir.
But finance department is not a party.
Party go on.
Earlier that was not there.
It's not a party here. We've been here, file is before us.
I will implement my.
File it immediately.
And so second, my lord, another aspect also there, my lord, another 12 OM is there. 12 OM, my lord, that is in my favor. That it is saying that they implement. has to
Maybe
be-
2014 OM have.
That is not
superseded by
about. That is not
2012.
about. This is separate issue. This is also separate issue, my lord. This is regarding the, my lord, PhD increment. And the 14 increment, my lord, this is regarding
Mr.
the.
Gogoi, we can tell you, there are separate files with regard to the payment of salary under the UGC scale
Lordship.
with the finance department of the state. It is the approval given.
Lordship.
Say, for example, now these sales are paid. They have this financial approval with regard to the promotion that the retirement is up to 65 years. The college lecturers are left out. But at the same level, the lecturers from the Guwahati University Law College,
Professor.
Guwahati University, as well as Guwahati Medical College, and other medical college. It has been enhanced to 65.
The professors category we have enhanced, Lordship.
There it has been very specifically mentioned in the
OM,
file of the finance,
Lordship.
because why the finance considered to enhance their age up to 65
Lordship.
grant the approval.
Lordship.
Because at the same time, the lecturer of the University Law College, it was also considered for the principal of the
Principal
law
Jyoti
college.
Prasad Bora, Lordship, because he is a faculty of that particular PG department, Lordship. That's why, Lordship, he is a greatest professor. Oh,
That's where the
Lordship.
difference is. Why the university has
Lordship.
considered.
Yeah,
why
that
the
part
finance is
also-
different.
That part also, Lordship has distinguished one of the cases, Lordship.
To
One of
remember,
the
but
principal
thing is
cases,
this, that is why.
Lordship.
So they have the respective files with regard to the UGC scale of pay.
Lordship. Lordship.
And Mr. Mahanta, that is why you have to
Highlight.
make.
Lordship.
But this so far, this is regarding the PG grading to upgrading to PG. This is also very interesting. All the colleges cannot get the weight benefit, and professor cannot be in the all the colleges that be upgraded to professor. Associate
professor,
professor. We have
But
to
Mr.
retire.
Gogoi, tell us,
Lordship, probably this one, probably that is not a.
25th of August 2023.
No, Lordship, this is not. Professor is not.
Oh, this is a different.
Define one, Lordship. Probably.
That case probably from Kachar or Borak Valley, where having from West Bengal.
That PhD.
Earlier in college, the professor post was there. Now it is not there. We maybe no scope to get the benefit.
1997, Lordship, last two pages, Lordship. That is
So
regarding
this is 2014.
14 and last
There is on 1997 also.
1997, last two pages, Lordship. That is the
Oh yes, it is there. It
Lordship
is
has
there.
indicated that. And I will also supply my senior brother, Lordship.
আপোনাৰ মই
তাতে দুইটা
দুইটা আছে না?
But Mr. Gogoi,
Okay.
will it be rational?
Lordship.
Let us assume there are 4 lecturers
Lordship.
in a particular department,
Lordship.
or 5 or 6, whatever.
Lordship.
Now, lecturer, first 3 senior lecturers,
Okay.
they have done your PhD
Lordship.
prior to the lecturers joining the college.
Lordship.
Now, those who are below the
Lordship.
junior to the seniors,
Lordship.
they have done their PhD later.
Lordship.
Say, for example, in the year 2010, 2012, or
Lordship.
maybe in 20.
Lordship. Lordship.
So, necessarily the senior lecturers should have,
Lesser.
because they are paying less
Less.
but rendered longer duration of
Loss.
service.
Lordship.
Whereas the new lecturer,
Lordship.
on the basis of the UG scale of pay,
Lordship.
getting a higher scale of
High school of
that will, I think,
That will lordship, that part also lordship. My lady justice Bella Trivedi has lordship already decided one matter lordship. I will place it lordship. Even same post, same provision, lordship, even same qualification. If some minor difference is there lordship, then it cannot be equalization.
so
step
getting
in.
the benefit of
Lordship.
PhD,
Lordship.
giving in a higher increment.
Lordship. One judgment from Kerala High Court, it was discussed by my lady justice Bella Trivedi in the Supreme Court.
Find out.
That
It
part
will
I will
be-
place it lordship.
because it will be something
Lordship.
to bring in pay, finance,
Lordship.
that will be better.
I will implement.
Next date lordship, I will place that judgment also lordship. There is just some distinction is made up lordship, and even equalization of pay and stepping up of pay, that was discussed lordship. Even same qualification, same post, some minor differences there lordship, that it will be
But you see, difference is like this.
lordship.
3 increments,
Lordship. And
doing
two increments,
right.
that is there lordship.
Then secondly, yearly increment.
Lordship.
Once these increments, they will reach a particular scale.
Lordship.
And thereafter, they
There-
do increments
step by
every
step
year,
lordship.
right?
Lord.
Automatically,
Lordship.
with those things, it will become huge.
Lordship. That part have to lordship.
That will amount to pay parity somewhere.
Lordship.
So look into the provision.
Lordship.
But I think
Something very
Increment there also different.
similarly, there will be effect. Say, let us assume in the same department,
lordship.
the senior lecturer of serial number 3 or 4,
Lordship.
right, might do his or her PhD very later stage
Lordship.
after the new UGC scale of pay came
After
in.
2010 lordship.
Automatically, again, those increments plus the
Lordship.
increments plus other increments,
Automatically,
the senior most
automatically
lecturers.
upward movement. It
Then-
first it more than the serial number 1 lordship.
So I think
Something to be done lordship. But otherwise
I
lordship,
think it will be the parity in pay.
lordship. So lordship,
Because they're
my
rendering
lord
the
may,
same, but
my
only because they have done in the later stage,
lordship.
will be getting a very higher scale of pay
Lordship.
than the senior lecturers
Lordship.
somewhere. Find out.
My lord may implement the lordship.
They
Petitioner
have
may
to do
implement
it
it and
finance without
my lord
finance.
I will implement my lord.
in this case also my lord may let down the law. also, lordship.
Similar thing was happened to B.Ed also. When earlier the B.Ed was given the increment. Now the B.Ed become,
No, that's BA. When
BA.
BEd has become,
the benefit is given to them also.
definitely, at that point in time, BEd was not the requirement
Yes,
under the law.
so increment was there.
Now BEd is the requirement under the law.
Yeah,
You have
that's
to
why
be
it
BEd
was
first.
withdrawn
Yes.
lordship. That's why it was withdrawn lordship.
But subsequently, our High Court has been given the benefit that without coming with the increment, this is B.Ed qualification, they are given the benefit of this increment.
Is Mr. Khataniar here? Mr. Sharma, Mr. Bora, one more issue. I think that issue was pending before the division bench regarding the declaring of 2011 Act. It's a ultra virus. Now you probably have, that issue was raised. That issue was raised because once the act goes, everything goes. Any such provincialization, giving the benefit of provincialization from 1/1/2003 or something like that, forgot the date. That also goes. In between, many have been provincialized, many have been made principals, many have been made principals in college or higher secondary schools and headmasters, right? You have probably seen the recent judgment of the effect.
The Delhi Police Service cases, Lordship.
Once the act goes, everything goes from the very beginning. Even the appointment goes. What will happen? Because that issue was raised. That issue was raised only because the concession was given by the government. Commission of the Advocate General was there as the concession. They should be considered.
Review, in the review
that-
petition,
Yes.
review
that matter is
petition,
still
Lordship.
pending. I don't know, of course, whether independent has been disposed of or not. That's why Justice Roy sitting in the division bench, H. Roy, allowed those things.
in
them to
review, in
continue
review
in their
petition.
service. But the law is different.
But-
Because this is, of course, it was not placed before the division bench at that point of time. It was the earlier decision of the court. Once act is ultra virus, it's ultra virus from the very beginning. It's a void ab initio. Any act done under this, but the government was, well, allowed them to continue and to receive their salary. Now the 2000, anyone who has been provincialized under 2011 act,
Lordship.
what will happen?
It's totally barred by Lordship Surya Kumar judgment. Even Lordship recent 5 bench judgment in the Delhi Police Service.
That is true. That's
That
why
is-
it has been
that's-
again reiterated.
Lord-
It's
Lordship.
not that it's
Lordship.
earlier something. It has been
Lordship.
reiterated by Laja bench.
Lazar bench also that view, Lordship.
But it was that law was laid down long back. That is why this issue propped up before the division bench. Only on the basis of the submission of the government, they are allowed. Think over.
Lordship, I will place it. I will place it. Even Lordship that.
Mr. Mahanta,
judgment
at the
also.
earliest.
Yes.
Otherwise,
Within 2 days, my I will do.
if there have been today. But it's very for 2 weeks.
আমি ইমপ্লিমেন্টটো কৰি লওঁ তেতিয়া ইমপ্লিমেন্টটো কৰি লওক
কালি কৰিম। কালি নহয়, কালি ফাইল কৰিম।
10th of October.
Obliged.
Mr. Doctor? Any information, anything?
Lord, the only thing what happened, the petitioner closed the account without verifying the account, the outstanding is still there. 17 lakhs and odd was outstanding. Despite that position, my lord, they have closed the account. And as a result, what happened? My lord, we are to send it back to the NABARD because this is the NABARD, this amount is given to the NGO, my lord, the person who took the loan. It is interest-free loan from the government. Now that was given to them and that was still outstanding. Now without verifying that, they have closed the account. Therefore, my lord, this 17 lakhs and odd was realized from the two persons. One is Avani Kumar Das, who retired, and then the other one is this present petitioner. This is the position of the case, my lord.
Put it in,
We have filed our affidavit, we have explained that.
when did you file?
My lord, that your lordship will find in our affidavit dated 20/2/2023.
I filed also reply, my lord, against that affidavit.
And the board's resolution also annexed at page 49, my lord.
The state Avani Kumar Das again, my lord, filed the writ petition, my lord, and his writ petition is still pending, my lord. WPC number 9499, public 2019.
Yes, what is the writ petition?
Writ petition WPC number 9499, my lord, public 2019. Energy.
Heard Mr. K.R. Patel, learned counsel appearing for the petitioner. And Mr. S. Dutta, learned senior counsel, assisted by Mr. S. Dutta, learned counsel for the respondents. List on. Twenty-first, along with the records of WPC number 9497.
99, my lord. 9499.
Take your seats. Just to find out. Two 2019.
19, my lord.
Nine 2019 within bracket Avani Kumar Das versus Assam Gramin Vikas Bank. Oblige.
Party Director of Pension Authority party pleaded as party respondent, my lord. Subsequent Director of Pension Authority, my lord. Yes, direction, my lord. Already, my lord, but I have not sharp copy to her, my lord, because, my lord, there is correction is necessary nowadays, my lord, by type. So I have typed it and again replaced the correction, my lord. So during this process, I have failed to extra copy, my lord. Otherwise, my lord, Karbi Anglong Autonomous District Circle, my lord, already sent letter to papers, my lord, written to the, my lord, Director of Pension, my lord. No? Sending him his service book photos, sending.
Amended cost title has been filed.
Yes, corrected. Already corrected.
Have copy on.
Yes, my lord. I have changed, my lord.
What is your stand, Karbi Anglong stand?
Lordship, on 6/7/2023, we have forwarded to the Director of Pension, Lordship, the pension paper, service book, photos, next of kin certificate, legal heir certificate, and death certificate, Lordship. We have a copy.
Do you have a copy? Please give it to us. Now just tell us whether the school was provincialized or not.
Yes, Lordship, it was provincialized in 1980, Lordship.
Where is it?
Annexure L, page 30.
Of the writ petition.
Yes, Lordship.
Now, at that point of time, petitioner's husband opted for provincialization or for CPF?
This one. It was,
Have you ever checked from the school concerned?
Lordship, No, Lordship. But he served school continuously from 12/9/1965 to 5/6/1983, Lordship.
Because the husband of the petitioner was in the school up to 1983.
Lordship.
He retired on, he expired
Yes, Lordship, he
on
expired.
5/6/1983.
5/6/1983, Lordship.
So at that point of time, before his provincial, before the schools provincialized in the year 1982,
Lordship.
prior to provincialization, the scheme of CPF was there.
Yes, sir.
So whether he opted for provincialization or for the CPF to continue,
Lordship. That
vital information has to be for the court. So only when if he has opted for provincialized,
Lordship.
he'll necessarily will get the benefit of pension.
Yes, yes, sir.
But if the husband of the petitioner opted for CPF,
Yes,
question of payment of any family members,
Lordship.
now the petitioner herein will not able to say anything. It's only you from the verification the records will able to.
Did I take instruction?
Because from this letter what we have seen,
Lordship.
no doubt you have forwarded a proposal. But tomorrow again it will go back to from the director of pension for verifying the assessment.
Yes, Lordship.
Otherwise, my husband colleague, my lord, I have filed one additional affidavit, my lord. Montos Chandra Das, who was along with my husband, my lord. He is receiving pension, my lord, etc.
So,
Next year.
Mr. Das, question of receiving pension will arise only when you have opted for provincialization.
Yes, yes.
Because you are silent, you do not know whether your husband opted for provincialization or want to continue in
Yes,
the
my
CPF.
lord. We cannot. Because already.
At the time of his death, what was his age?
Yes, my lord.
He died in harness, right?
He died in harness, my lord.
What was his age?
83, expired on, my lord, 5/6/83, 1983.
What was his age at that point of time? Do you have a
Age
copy
was-
of his service book? Can you tell us his date of birth? Anything for you?
Montos,
Find out any document if you have. See, basically, Mr. Das, the
That's it.
reason is very simple.
Yes.
He joined the school sometimes in the year 1965,
65 minutes.
right?
Hmm.
If he had less than 2 years of service,
Hmm.
he would have preferred CPF because he would have retired at 60 years,
60 years.
not at 58 years
Hmm.
at that point of time, right?
Hmm.
So we do not know his date of birth.
Hmm.
Normally, all
Fine.
those teachers
Hmm.
who was to retire by the time of provincialization, all of them opted for CPF because that way they will continue for 2 more years.
Hmm.
So do not know the age on which the petitioner expired.
I can take instruction from client.
You also tell us. And in the meanwhile, in the service book, it will be very much clear whether he opted for provincialization or the CPF. After the provincialization, there has to be an endorsement by each of such incumbent opting for provincialization or for CPF. So the CPF mode. So that will be available in the service. Third, Mr. H. Das, council appearing for the petition. Sapian Sharma, standing council department, Education of 1. Standing council KAC for respondent number 3,
3, 5, and 7.
5, 7. Also there is respondent number 6 and 6. Who is appearing for AGE? RMS Didas Bowman, Government Advocate Assam, for the respondent number 9. Husband of the petitioner, Narayan Mazumdar, assistant teacher of Vivekananda ME School, Pokajan, under KAC. Died in harness on 05/06/1983. Joined the Sage School on 12/9/1965 and Sage Vivekananda ME School, Pokajan was provincialized. Effect from do you have the date? It's in a notification. Don't know. It's available in the other book. Do you have the date, madam, from which it is given effect?
Lordship,
23 to
Madam, or number?
1988.
No, no. The scheme, the notification was of 6th of July 1982. Published in the Gazette on 29th of September 1982. But it was giving effect from which date? I forgot. Earlier I remember, but now I don't. Mr. Pargiri, you are here. You will be knowing this provincialization in the Karbi Anglong. Since when? I have not remembered. Find out that it is essential. Notification was of Gazette notification was of September 1982. Mr. Santach, preparing for the respondents KAC placed before the court. Communication of the Inspector of Schools KAC Dipu. The memo number 8A oblique pen pension P and PK -2 numerical oblique 2010 oblique 2023 oblique 4921-25 dated 06/07/2023, by which the pension proposal, family pension submitted before the Director of Pension Assam on the next date fixed. The respondents in the petitioner, the respondents in the KAC, as well as the Directorate of Pension, shall apprise the court the date of birth the late husband of the petitioner, namely Narayan Mazumdar, as reflected in the service, and shall also apprise the court as to whether said Narayan Sir Mazumdar opted for the scheme of provincialization or remain under the scheme of CPF. At the time of provincialization, in terms of Gazette notification dated 29/09/1982, whereby the government of Assam extended the benefit of Assam elementary education within bracket provincialization bracket close Act 1974 for the district of Karbi Anglong. Find out the date. That is right. Let us know the next list on 5th of October. Madam, 5th of October.
Lordship. Obliged, Lordship.
May I please, Your Lordship? My Lord, this is regarding family pension, my lord, between two wives. I am the first wife, my lord. And the respondent number 9, my lord, is the second wife. And she was receiving pension, my lord. But this honorable court, my lord, has stopped this, my lord, by interim order. And then, my lord, this honorable court, my lord, by order dated, my lord, directed to the Dasti service upon respondent number 9, my lord, and accordingly I have taken Dasti service also. She has received it, my lord, but she is not interested, my lord. She will not contest the case. All documents, my lord, I have annexed here with my lord. Next of kin, death certificate, and other relevant documents, my lord. Next of kin, my lord, page 30. And death certificate, page 29, my lord.
Yes,
Director of pension has filed affidavit. Affidavit has been filed now. who is for the finance? Name shown or not? Borpujari,
My lord,
just want to know from the treasury officer Shivsagar
my lord.
whether the respondent number 9 is still receiving the pension or it, because there is a stay order.
Yes.
In spite of service of notice both by registered post and trustee, she did not appear. But all the other benefits have already been given to her. That should have been shared with the petitioner, probably. But
Right.
anyway, find out whether after the order of the court passed in May 2022,
My lord.
whether the family pension has been issued to her. When will you be able to tell us?
You will kindly give me 1 week time, my lord.
Because this is from Shivsagar treasury.
Yes, yes, yes. I will get it, my lord, over phone, my lord, by WhatsApp.
Okay. 26th,
My lord.
list on 26/09/2023, enabling the Treasury Officer Shivsagar, response number 7, represented by Mr. Officer Standing Consequences, to apprise the court the amount of date come retirement gratuity and family pension paid to respondent number 9, Srimati Jyoti Datta, wife of late Bhavakanta Datta, retired head teacher of retired head teacher alias Bhavat Jyoti Datta. Of 58 number Alimur Miri Lower Primary School.
My lord, in fact, in the affidavit, my lord, the affidavit filed by my lord, the director of pension, my lord, there is already a communication, a mandate has been issued to the treasury
You
officer.
do
My
not know, that's the reason.
No,
That's the
no,
reason.
definitely, my lord. My lord, let me seek instruction on the strength of this letter, my lord, because this letter also mentions about the passing of the interim order by this honorable court.
What's it? Family pension likita pertaining to the pension pay order number ADP oblique PPO oblique CPO oblique 2020 oblique 062832 issued in favor of respondent number 9 Srimati Jyoti Datta, second wife of late Babakanta. Okay? Copy of this order be furnished to Mr. Proposer Standing Council Finance for his necessary use.
I'm obliged, man. Obliged.
Here also, we are supposed to file an affidavit, madam. We filed it today morning, madam. We have served a copy, madam.
Only what
You have
is
received.
PD permission and I have received 1035, though it was to file by 11, your lordship. Not on that, I'm not on that. After going for this affidavit, I think I have taken instruction from him. But regarding a lordship, I will place only for, because this will be, may not be
I have an
enough
extra
for
copy.
adjudicating the matter effectively properly, my lord. More detail may be required, my lord. If lordship, give permission, I want to place only 2 paragraphs here. Here, lordship, paragraph, lordship got it? Lordship, in paragraph 5, no doubt, I'm not on that. Paragraph 5 is showing to be drawn 32 lakhs, lordship got it? And less already drawn 30 lakhs. I have inquired from telephone, so he's denying on this part. That is why detailed, if your lordship matter is pending before lordship, they may file me in detail what manner it has been taken. Second paragraph, my lord, 7, this one, we can't do Acha. Your lordship, paragraph 7, it is stated that the department inquiry is conducted against the petitioner for misappropriation board's fund and the inquiry officer submitted inquiry report on 17/8 thereafter petition of had memo number so and so has in detail is not been furnished. I inquired him, this is not been furnished. There is more things to be cleared in detail, my lord, so that
If, say, anyway,
Yes,
we
madam,
have
kindly,
the
paragraph
affidavit is
6,
not before us.
madam.
Affidavit is not before us.
yes,
Do you have a copy of this with you?
Yes, madam. Extra, I have given an extra copy.
I have received.
Give it to him.
No, I have received. He has only filed today.
No, he has a, do you have an extra copy?
Yes, yes.
Please come to page number, paragraph 5. Place already drawn. Right?
Yes.
This you explain. By your instruction, you can explain.
On detail,
When
it
it
should be
was
given.
given, whether it was drawn by the petitioner, whether it was deposited in the account of the petitioner, or he has received this amount
Yes.
by signing somewhere,
I-
revenue
on
stamp,
instruction, madam.
whatever, this one. Secondly,
Paragraph 7.
7, if it is
Paragraph-
there,
Yes, in that manner, there is some lapse, my lord, what I'm placing it before lapse. The inquiry report, my lord, that was not communicated to the petitioner.
then it will not.
Yes,
That's come up.
that was
As
not
you know, that
communicated,
law is
yes,
well
yes,
settled
yes,
in
yes,
this.
yes,
Clarify.
yes.
Clarify.
You need to clarify
Yes.
that only on not, you need not file a separate petition. Sorry, separate additional affidavit. You obtain a written instruction from him.
Regarding the amount paid,
Amount
Amount
received.
paid is 26 lakhs that you have said,
yes,
no?
already paid. yes.
When it was paid,
My lord.
And
whether he received it in his bank account or
Right.
it is through
that I
by
will do.
signature with over revenue stamp, whatever. You will have a register maintaining.
Right.
And-
Find out.
and 6, 7 also, my lord.
One other aspect, my lord, along with this petitioner, my lord, there are some other
Yeah,
employees,
that
my lord, around 15 of them. So all of them are eligible for this benefit, my lord. And for that, my lord, a supplementary budget
No, that
requires
will
to
be
be
coming later on, my
that
lord.
requires to be submitted. That we board will submit, my lord, after the ongoing assembly.
You do it,
No,
no
that-
problem. But we'll
I'll get this
get
on,
that clarification.
yes,
My lord, when
as to
lordship-
what amount,
Fixed.
when the amount
When it
was.
was released to him, when he received it.
Yes,
how-
my lord. That is enough
And that's
for
all.
us.
Yes, yes.
My client may be also on false, giving false.
At
Which
Mr.
I should know.
Sigura for Decline Council for the petition. And Mr. M. Monitor, Standing Council, some Khatian place in the court. It is stated about that the respondent
2 has filed.
respondent in the Assam Khatian village industries court has filed an affidavit today, serving copy of the same on the council for the petitioner.
I received it.
And Mr. C. Gura, Learned Council, petitioner has accepted the same, has admitted the same. However, the said affidavit of the respondent, Assam Khatian village court, village industries not available in the case paper. List on,
22nd, my lord.
let us see. Okay, on 22nd,
My lord.
along with a copy of the affidavit filed by the. Mr.
I'll get it.
Oblige, my lord.
Oblige.
Your lordship, your lordship, can we see the last order minus 1 mile? This is regarding the minus.
Sukhya, do you have any instruction?
No, no, my lord, we have sent a letter on 7/9/2023, my lord, along with the order of the 1/9/2023. Some more time required, my lord.
Fine. Do you have any instruction, Mr. Walker?
My lord, we have already filed the affidavit. My lord, we have not received any proposal.
Finance already filed.
In
Governmental.
the affidavit, we have.
Already, madam, we are in urgency, madam, because these persons are going to retire, madam. And about the financial benefit.
And its senior counsel, assisted by Mr. M. Doctor and counsel for the Mr. P.C. Sukhya and list on 27th.
27.
Get the instruction.
Yes,
Sufficient time you have given it. Enabling the respondents in the Food and Civil Supplies and Consumer Affairs Department. Place the relevant instructions in terms of the order dated 01/09/2023, passed earlier in this proceeding.
I think non-payment of family mention, Tao Panchayat Secretary, my lord. And on this
Yes,
regard, my
madam.
lord, retail number 133, my lord. What case, my lord? And similar situated, this honorable court, my lord, pass order, my lord.
What is the judgment of the learned single judge?
Single to my lord. In the year 2018, my lord, the government, my lord, issued a letter, my lord, stating that, my lord, the post is created in the year 2006, my lord. That's why, my lord, not entitled, my lord, OPS. And that order,
Mr.
my lord,
Patri, land counsel appearing for the petitioner. Submitted that this case is covered by the decision of a coordinate bench of this court. In WPC number 4397/2022, decided on 05/08/2022, within bracket, Noor Hussain Mullah, MOLLAH, versus State of Assam and 6 others. That was upheld by Honorable Division Bench of this court in writ appeal number 133/2023. The judgment in order is 05/08/2023, where the appeal was preferred by the respondents in the PNRD department. The respondent authorities in the PNRD department itself on the next date shall apprise the court as to whether the case is covered by said the decisions of this honorable court noted above placed on
That one similar method pending on fixed on 310, my lord.
310.
310.
310. Do you have the number?
Not my lord.
Along with-
2630.
Along with
Public
WPC
2020.
number 2630 of which year?
2020. Oblige.
Subsistence allowance. So Lordship may kindly peruse the order dated 26/6.
Yes, madam. What is your instruction?
Lordship, we have received some instructions and we are forwarding the sanction of subsistence allowance to the accountant general.
Lordship may kindly see page number 5 of my Lexi, your Lordship. This is a sanction of the government, your Lordship. And on the basis of that, your Lordship, AG Flex C, your Lordship, written to the commissioner. The commissioner is the DDO, your Lordship, approving the subsistence allowance. And thereafter, on Flag E, your Lordship, pay slip is also given by the accountant general. And then, your Lordship, I have been reinstated. Page 8, Flag F, your Lordship. And again, your Lordship, my salary slip is also been given by the senior account general, your Lordship. But till date, your Lordship, neither the subsistence allowance nor the salary has been paid, even though it has been sanctioned by the government as well as by the AG, your Lordship. And respondent number 2 is the DDO, your Lordship. And on last occasion, on 26/7/20, the specifically provided for. I have also submitted the order copy as well as the certificate of non-employment under FR 53.
Madam, this is of 28th of July, right?
Yes.
On the basis of the same, the accountant general on 26th of July have issued an order. On 28th of July, order was passed. Why the amount has not been released to his account? Is he playing with the court? See, the petitioner has placed before the court the order of the AGA Assam regarding his payment of subsistence allowance. That is an order issued on 28th of July 2023. Forwarding it to the Treasury Officer, Dispute Treasury. With regard to his salary, after his reinstatement service, it was issued on 23rd of August 2023.
Let's then we'll take instruction.
No instruction, he has to personally appear. What is this is happening? No one is above law. He is playing with the court. He has, in your letter, you have seen that letter that you have just given to us. It's a letter of 28th of July. There is a forwarding. Just tell us which is that forwarding. Letter written to you.
2023. Forwarding.
We want to know it today. Lekha.
Let's say, can you see the letter dated 27/23, here said that drawal of subsistence allowance is subject to production of non-engagement certificate as required under FR 52 of FR and SR.
Lordship, I have submitted it on 27/6/2023, Your Lordship. And Lordship, the very next day of the first motion order, Your Lordship. And Lordship, may I kindly see page number 8, Lord.
Listen. During the deliberation of the matter, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, Mr. R.A. Mazumdar, R.A. Chaudhary, placed copy of the pay/leave salary slip number GER 107799 issued on 28/07/2023. Issued in favor of the petitioner pertaining to his subsistence allowance as he was placed under suspension with effect from 18/11/2022. With the observation that the same shall be paid on production of non-employment certificate, intimating the same to the Treasury Officer, Dispute Treasury. After his reinstatement in service by the respondent authorities in the PNRD department, by the order dated 07/08/2023, the AGAE Assam, the Principal Accountant General, AE Assam, by GER number 10777799 dated 28/08/2023, issued pay slip to the petitioner, received in favor of the petition, intimating the Treasury Officer, Dispute Treasury. It is submitted that in spite of issuance of such pay slip with regard to his subsistence allowance as well as for his salary by the authorities in the Principal Accountant General AE Assam, noted above, the concerned drawing and disbursing officer, namely the Commissioner Panchayat and Rural Development Assam, respond number 2, have not released his salary. If not his salary, is salary, so subsistence allowance as well as salary. Salary. The petitioner shall submit a certificate of non-employment as required under FR 453 before the Commissioner Panchayat and Rural Development Commissionerate of Panchayat and Rural Development Department, Assam, respond number 2, by tomorrow, obtaining necessary endorsement on it. Thereafter, the respond number 2, the concerned DDO of the PNRD department with regard to the petitioner shall release the subsistence allowance as well as salary to the petitioner in terms of the pay slips issued by the Principal Accountant General within bracket AE Assam on 28/07/2023. Pay slip of substance allowance issued on certain, as well as the pay slip of his salary issued on 28/08/2023. Noted above. On or before (22nd of September), list on 27/09/2023, enabling the respondents in the PNL department to place the necessary copy of compliance of the payment of subsistence allowance as well as the salary payable to the petitioner in terms of this pay slip issued by the Principal Accountant of the ASM on the date of right. Failing which such and such have to personally appear before this court. Failing which the consequential order.
Lordship, kindly provide us the certified copy of this.
It will be available in the net. What certified copy you want? You obtain certified copy if you want. Say, don't play with the code. Inform the commissioner secretary.
Lordship.
We don't know who is it.
Last matter we read now. In your comment, we have to appear in this matter. That is certain matter.
Dipankar Nath?
Yes.
He has to appear. Inform him. Somebody else is there in his favor. What instruction you have, Mr. Hazari?
The last order. Not that only Mr. Dinak is supposed to be there. There's some done by the chief executive director of the SR Bank also regarding the list of defaulters, paragraph 4 and 5. I just think that they were supposed to inform, but paragraph 4 and 5 will also see the expert bank is supposed to take up the matter.
No, this is the earlier order. As per this order, everything has been done. The assessment process, everything. Just now, final report has to be. And all the banks are now under lock and police custody. That's why I prayed in last time the bank should be open. The main order is 24/6/2022.
So we'll have it at Monday at 2 o'clock. Mr. Enoch Kanachini Govind Advocate Assam. Looking after these matters, which in the midst of an argument, therefore, there's lots of money. That's such, leave this matter on Monday. Inform Mr. Nath.